Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Anne.
Welcome, everyone, to our 173rd episode of, can you believe it? Yes, Monday
Oh,
Morning Coffee with Kyle and Ann, where we talk every week about what's going on in downtown Chicago's real estate market. We sell real estate, Kyle and I, in Baird Warner's Gold Coast office on Michigan Avenue, and we love talking about real estate along the lakefront communities. And we have lots of good stuff for you today. Kyle, how you doing? Everything good in your world?
everything's great. Thank you. It's gonna be a beautiful fall day in Chicago. Summer is behind us right now.
Yes, yes. It was 42 degrees when I walked the dogs this morning.
Yoicks.
And yeah, fall is here. The fountain was still on yesterday though. And I have this place in my heart. Like if anybody follows me on social or whatever, you just get sick of me posting Buckingham Fountain
Oh,
pictures. But I'm always sad when it turns off and I'm always happy when it turns on again in the spring, but it usually it's off on marathon weekend. But
really? I would have thought
yes.
November 1. I would have thought
Yeah,
November.
no, but it was going this weekend.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I had a lovely walk over there a couple of times. So,
Excellent.
you know. Anyway, today, folks, we're going to talk about what's going on in the statistics in the world of real estate trends, mortgages, and so forth. And then we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into luxury and talk about some beautiful homes that have been for sale and sold and so forth and so on. So, ready
Excellent.
to jump in?
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is actually a confession, if you will. Those who watch the show know that we always do this deep dive where we talk about what's going on with attached condos, co-ops, townhomes. And we talk about the fact that, like last week we did the neighborhood pricing study. Remember that?
Mhm.
And we talked about the fact that the median sales price for an attached property in near north, meaning River North, Streeterville, Gold Coast, is 435. And it's been, inching up a little bit, but pretty much 435. And then we talk about Lincoln Park and how it's exploding and it's 650 uh, is the median sales price for an attached property in Lincoln Park. I got to thinking, Kyle, and I thought, you know what? I'm doing our viewers a disservice because I'm really not explaining what's fully going on. We all know how stats can lie to us, right? Well, it's not that I was lying to you, but there's so much more beyond the basics. So this is the slide I shared last week where I talked about different neighborhoods and you and I were talking about the hot neighborhoods in Chicago and
Yep.
go back to last week's episode if you're interested in seeing that. That's not what this is going to be about. What I am interested in was like first of all, what's the
Oh,
price per
good.
square foot?
Good.
And I'm just going to focus on these four neighborhoods, these one closest to downtown. So okay, I say price per square foot, and then I've got the median sales price. How silly is that? Okay, you can tell I did it late last night. Okay, but then I'm like, you know what though? It's a whole different market. Over a million, look in near north, again, Streeterville, Gold Coast, River North, 34 properties sold last month over $1 million. Lincoln Park had only 19, the Loop 5 and Westtown 5. So, we forget to mention how many in that higher price point and how that can skew things,
Yes.
right?
I'm going to show actually in the luxury attached, and they are largely Lincoln Park. So Lincoln Park will have some super luxury, but it's really near north where you find those. Good. Call.
Exactly. Exactly. So then this is what I really dug into. All right. So what's on the market today and what kinds of properties are they? And this is not going to surprise you, but we haven't talked about it, viewers. So if you look at the 26 homes, not homes, when I say homes, I mean condos, co-ops attached,
Mhm.
townhomes. 26 are currently over $1 million versus 207 in the near north neighborhood, right? So
Mhm.
think about that. Let that sit in a second. 26 in Lincoln Park over a million, 207 in the near north over a million.
Yep.
So we look at this 650 median price and go, oh, Lincoln Park is where all the expensive ones are. That's not true. All the expensive ones are in the near north. So, right? That
Yes, absolutely.
really flavors the conversation. Okay,
Absolutely.
now let's look at this. Of those, which are in buildings that have 30 or fewer units? Okay, now they look pretty similar.
No, but but that's because we have so many more big buildings in near north. Yeah,
Exactly right. Exactly. So 23 of 26 are mostly everything are in small buildings in Lincoln Park.
yes.
I mean, you and I have clients that want to do a luxury with a doorman in Lincoln Park, you can like count them on one hand almost. There's so
Almost
few of
none,
them.
almost none.
Right. Whereas only 29 out of 207 in the near north are
Okay.
30 units or less.
Yeah.
The balance, which is like 170 plus,
Mhm.
are in high rise buildings. Okay, then look at what is less than $1,000 a month in assessment. 22 of 26 in Lincoln Park have less than $1,000 a month assessment in $1 million property
Right, right, right. Million plus.
versus only 12. Okay, the title's wrong. Is less than 1,000 a month in assessments.
Yes, agreed.
Only 12. So really, if you're going to buy $1 million property in the near north, it's going to be it. You could almost guarantee it's going to be over over $1,000 a month in assessments.
Yes.
But you're also going to get a pool and all that stuff. You're not going to get, generally speaking, a doorman and a pool in your $1 million condo in Lincoln Park.
And I've got the proof of it for later.
Okay, so well, yes, and you know what? I was going to show a couple of properties. I'm going to let you do that because you've got the
They
good
have the
stuff
same
going.
loans. Woo woo.
So yeah, we talked mortgage rates. Oh, I just want to say one more thing though.
Mm.
$2,000 per month in assessment
Mhm.
that you would pay on a high rise in the near north at 6.27% interest rate, which was Freddie Mac's average on Friday, is worth $324,000 in buying power. Just to
Wow.
put it in perspective. Not that the people are buying homes at 6.27, most of them are cash, but
Wait, say that again.
the difference in 2,000 a month
Uh-huh. Oh,
for
2000.
assessments,
Yeah.
because you're basically for a typical over a million condo, you're paying 2,250 a month in assessments, just say,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
versus 250 a month for the walk up in Lincoln Park.
Yes.
So
Okay, I
that
see what you mean.
2,000 a
That
month,
translates into an extra 300 plus $1,000.
25,000, yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Cool.
So not a surprise when you think about it. Think about this a second. You think about your typical like 3 bedroom high rise that's like 1,800 to 2,000 square feet. Even think like 57 Delaware
Mhm.
that's got an assessment of 2,250
Mhm.
versus the 1,500,000 to 1,800,000
Sure.
condo in Lincoln Park with the 250 a month assessment. It kind of evens out.
Yeah.
Okay. Numbers wise. So that's it. Now I'm going to go quickly through this. Everybody, Kyle and I subscribe, as to most of the top agents. No, well, I shouldn't say most, to Keeping Current Matters, which is an aggregator of statistics nationally. So when we quote them, we are not quoting just one guy. They collate stats from so many different
Different places.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the number of homes for sale nationally, and we are finally in the green over the last 5 months, over $1 million. So inventory nationally
Million.
is increasing.
Yeah.
And this is by month. If you're looking on a small screen, it's difficult to see, but this is the number of price cuts, or the percent of properties that have price cuts. And the dark blue is the highest. So you can see, for example, in Texas, it's like 23% of the properties are doing price cuts because inventory is so high. Remember, there used to
Yeah.
be like multiple offers on everything they put on the market. Home price growth is moderating. So prices are not going up as much nationally. Okay, and we saw this chart 3 weeks ago or so. This is home price trends by area year over year in the 50 largest metros. So the green is obviously prices going up. The red are those where prices are going down. Again, if it's too small for you to see, Chicago is the fifth highest in prices going up of the 50 major areas across the nation. So,
Excellent.
okay, so then let's talk about what they're saying is going to happen to the market. Inflation's currently remaining elevated, and the Fed really wants to keep us at a 2% inflation rate or less. Unemployment is holding steady. Job growth, though, is stalling out. You can see on the far right that we aren't seeing as much job growth right now. So 74% of Americans admit that world news is affecting their financial decisions, and two out of three think we're headed to a recession. That, remember, because we say this over and over on our show, does not mean we're going to have uh, a big problem with real estate, because 5 out of 7 or 6 out of 8 of the last recessions, prices actually increased during a recession. But this is where different people project mortgage rates are going to go. This has been adjusted. One says 5.8, one says 6.4 by Q4 of next year. The most important thing is they're fairly steady. Don't expect huge increases, don't expect huge declines. Feel free to make a real estate move. Um, Oh, this is the part you love to talk about.
Yes. Let's look at
This
the
is the
spread.
spread between the 10-year treasury and where interest rates are.
Mhm.
And let me go back a slide again. Typically, they were at the 1.74, 1.76. You can see it in
Yeah,
orange on the bottom left.
yeah.
Okay. But we have in the last few
2 years.
years
Yeah,
been a 2.59 spread.
bigger, bigger.
So that's why our rates are higher. So then they say, okay, um, if 4.2 is the 10-year treasury, and we currently, now it's come down a little bit, have a 2.1 spread instead of a 1.76. That's why we're at 6.3. And the forecast is for the 10-year to come down. And so what would happen if the spread was normal?
Yeah,
So here we are at 4.2. If the spread was normal, we'd be at 5.96. And if treasuries are supposed to come down, that says rates could very well come down.
yeah,
Let me remove my coffee cup. So I thought that was really interesting stuff.
yes.
Okay, so they're saying we're going to see a fall housing market that's stronger. And of course,
I'm
lower
seeing it.
rate.
Are you seeing? I'm seeing so much more activity. I see
I
people ready to make decisions. It's very positive. Now, if we just had some properties to sell,
I know,
um,
right?
I know.
They're coming, they'll come back. Yeah. So anyway, stronger demand with lower rates. And home price expectations, this was a little scary for me. Um, they're saying that over the next several months and quarters, some say an
Mhm.
average price increase by Q4 2029 could be 4.9 at the lowest level, or as much as 25.
I think
Now,
that's a
remember,
total
that's over 4 years.
over the change. Percent change from today to 2029 is 25% higher, which would be great and terrible, but it would be great and terrible at the same time.
Yes, exactly right. So, that's quite a spread. And and it's such a spread that it's not statistically significant in how they agree. And I would take that with a grain of salt. The point, though, is we're not seeing any
Decrease.
suggestions for price decline. Yep,
Yeah, that's
exactly
correct.
right. Okay, and then the number of home sales. We've been languishing under 5 million, whereas if we get to 5.2 million next year, that would be more of a typical real estate market in the United States. So that would be really cool.
That would
So
be great. That would be
that's
great, and I think the trend of where interest rates are going suggests that's gonna happen because it's gonna free up people with the low interest rates to get back in the market.
yeah,
The thing though that we really need is continued new construction because that's the best way to get more homes to people and people thinking about moving. So
right.
come on, builders. Excellent. Thank
Absolutely
you.
right.
Always interesting, Anne. Thank you.
You are
What's
very
next?
welcome. Next is you.
Okay, so people, I decided to, we often talk about the big fancy buildings. The One Chicago, the St. Regis, One Bennett Park, the Tribune Tower, the fancy new luxury buildings. And so I thought, wait, let's look at the low rises and mid rises and what they offer. And guess what? This will not shock you. They are mostly in Lincoln Park. And Anne's slide on showing the statistics for that bears it out. So these are going to be in Lincoln Park. So first, we have 2218 North Burling, the penthouse unit that is currently on the market for just under $2.7 million. When do you think this building was built?
I can't tell. It looks like split face block. Is it split face?
Nope.
Is it brick?
Mhm.
I'm gonna say 2023.
It's 2025, but I was noticing how many details of vintage buildings have been incorporated into it. The dental stuff at the top. Okay, first of all,
Yes,
people, I know nothing about decorating and I know nothing about architectural details, but I'm going to say a lot of this, the
it
curved
does.
entryway arch, that look at the brickwork down at underneath the first floor windows. It's got a
Yes,
lot of
it's
really
lovely.
beautiful details that evokes a lot of eras. So anyway, I thought that was a pretty property.
The
Um,
windows are the giveaway.
huh?
The windows are the giveaway on the
Yeah, the
age.
windows are beautiful, but they could have been replaced. So this was built, this is new construction. It's being delivered this year. This is, so we don't know the taxes. It's a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath house. Actually, it's not, I think it's been delivered and this person lives in it. So this is so first of all, people, I'd like to apologize. The listing agent did not give us a floor plan.
Oh, you're apologizing on behalf of the other agent.
And it seems to be agent owned.
Uh, uh,
Listen,
really?
agent, you're a dope.
Who says sells a $2 million place
Okay,
without
and
a
it's a
floor
penthouse.
plan?
It's a 2-story penthouse. So beautiful
Huh.
tree level. Look at this. This is the room to this is a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath place with, they of course don't tell you the approximate square footage. Another mistake.
Most of
But,
them I noticed were not sharing square footage. It's because it's so high on a price per square foot basis for these places. I think it's like over $700 a square foot on average in Lincoln
so
Park
what?
right now.
Tell us how big it is, because if it's
I
small, I'm
agree.
going to be pissed. Okay, so there we go. Thank you, everybody, for letting me vent. So the room to the right on your screen is an office. It's really kind of cool. So this is the great room. And it looks like the living room, the front room, is small, actually too small in a weird way and laid out in a weird way.
Hmm.
But this
Right.
bathroom is wonderful. This kitchen, family, dining. They've got 2 dining areas. I don't know. It just didn't make sense. Maybe that's why they didn't. And look at that beautiful roof deck. They've got the entire roof deck, but it's beautiful
Wow.
new construction now. So we don't know. So if let's say it sells at about 2.6 million, that means the taxes are likely to be about $65,000 a year. Just about. And guess what
Hmm.
the assessment is? It's it's a 3-unit building. Guess what the assessments are?
250.
250. Good work.
Yeah.
Anne's been in the business a while. Okay, the next thing.
Yeah. It's
Hold
crazy, isn't it? Oh, good.
So
Okay.
another thing, people, no one likes the Instagram size photo for a front photo.
No, you have to do a horizontal.
You got to do a horizontal, people, not helpful.
And
So
also,
anyway,
where's the blue sky? I mean, you
yes,
could do blue sky on Canva for free. There's no excuse to not have a blue
this is
sky on
this
your
is
property photo.
and this is luxury. This one sold. So I'm giving you sold ones because there's not that. The other one is the only luxury attached property over $2 million in Lincoln Park right now. The only one.
Mm,
Oh, excuse me, the only one in a low or mid-rise. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
low or
Yeah.
mid-rise. This is 1812 North Howe Street, also the penthouse, but this is a two-unit building. So it's a duplex down, and the penthouse has the top 3 floors.
Are you?
And
Does this have an elevator? Are you walking up to the third floor for your $3 million home?
I think there is an elevator. There is an elevator, so don't worry
I
about
was
it.
going to say, who in their right mind would buy that? I have
This
a
is
client right now.
this is was built in 2024. It still doesn't have
Okay.
its taxes, but if it sells where it's likely to sell, or it sold at $3.2 million, excuse me, 3.2, it is likely to be about $75,000 a year. But guess what the HOA is? It's only a 2-unit building.
Oh,
Two. So all those costs spread across two, which is scavenger water. And,
let's say $150 a month
no,
because
375.
oh, it is 375. Okay.
375. But this is 4th floor. This is the layout. So skinny, skinny, skinny. They don't tell you the dimensions. Of course they don't. And they don't tell. Oh, approximate square feet, 4,127 across 3 levels. God bless them.
Oh, wait, across 3 levels.
Yeah, first. So wait, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor, roof access. No, I think
And
you
this
and
is
I.
not an oversized lot. So
It's not an oversized lot.
this tells me they're counting the roof deck.
Oh, they can't count the roof deck, but it's 3 full floors. I think it's deep. So,
Okay.
so I think we've shown this when it was for sale. Because it
Love the
was
Nana
for
wall
sale.
doors.
Don't you remember this picture? I remember this picture. So pretty, 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 pretty. So
Yeah.
sometimes, you know how I like to always show the bar in the basement bar
Yes.
for
You're going
condos.
to show me their version of it?
No, no, no. For condos, they launder them.
Oh, right. That is right. You're exactly
I love
right.
me a laundry. I call it laundry porn. Look at that nice laundry
That
room.
is a very sexy laundry
I
room.
mean, my
You
God.
are right.
And this is the pup tent, the pup house. What do they call them? The
The
dog house?
doghouse. The
Yeah.
doghouse, yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, it's
Look,
gorgeous. And
I
that
think that
view,
should be my office.
sensational.
That'd be my office.
Oh,
And
can you
that's the
imagine?
roof deck. Nice, nice.
Notice, folks, too,
Huh?
those of you, go back.
I can't.
Can you?
I made it go away.
Okay. Now, I just want to make the comment on the trend toward tile roofs now. We went from, pressurized lumber to like a Trex, but now they're doing these tiles because it's so much easier to pull them up to repair the flat
Makes
roof.
a lot of sense. Because
Yeah.
it's sort of like in France, they had paving stones on their streets because then you pull up the pavings and lay them back down and you don't have to
Yeah.
take up the whole street. It makes some sense. May I please have the second one? Nope. This. Okay, so this is the second one. And I'm sorry, people, I forgot to put, it's 428 West St. James Place, Unit 3, and it sold in earlier this year for 3.725, almost $100,000 more than the list price, which means finishes. So this was built in 2024. It has 5 bedrooms, 4.1 baths, and guess how? Oh, really? So there are how many units? 4 units. Guess the HOA. So this is part of the larger association that includes 2550 North, or maybe it doesn't include it, but it seems
No,
because they show a lot of pictures of that. Wait, let's see what they say.
I'm not guessing. But this one's going to be more.
Oh, the amenities include a doorman. So it must
Oh,
be associated
oh.
with the association.
I don't think so. When was this built?
2024. Okay, wait.
Yeah, no. This is not part of 2550.
Wait, wait,
This
wait.
is,
It has some relation to it because it says there's a doorman, and I cannot believe a 4-unit building would have a doorman. But anyway,
what are the assessments?
$907.
Oh, that you're right. That would not support a doorman.
But so it must be associated with an association in some fashion. Anyway,
Yeah.
it says doorman,
Wow.
unless they're lying to us. Doorman.
Maybe. If this is the one I'm thinking of,
It's on St. James, next to
yeah,
Manfrotto's house.
right. No, yeah, no, this was just put up, and I
Yeah,
know the agent's name who did this
yeah.
because it's right across the street from a dear
Katie
friend of
O'Leary.
mine.
Katie O'Leary. Anyway,
No,
so they
that's
didn't
not
give me
who.
a
Well,
full floor
somebody
plan.
else
They
had it
gave us
before Katie.
pieces of a floor plan. So this is sort of the pieces that they shared with us because I think they hadn't finished the building when they did it. But these are the finishes. See, this is why I think it's associated. Anyway, look at how pretty.
Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. All right, we're gonna dig into it, folks.
Yeah,
You know what? We don't know everything, but we
they
do
don't
know
know
how to
everything. They
find
don't
out
share
almost
everything.
everything.
They do not share everything. So this
Well, that's true.
is the level. So when you don't have a laundry room to take a picture of, you take a picture of the closet. Now, I don't want a closet that looks like this because I have more than 7 articles of clothing. Because this only looks beautiful for 7 articles of clothing. Otherwise, it looks like you're a hoarder. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Good Lord, mine would be jammed, and you would look at it and go, "Oh, Kyle, put a door on."
It's an awful lot of shelves.
It's a
Doesn't seem to
lot
be
of
very much
shelves, a lot of
hanging.
glass shelves.
Huh.
Where do you have it's sort of like this is your show off closet, and then you have a closet that is full of just jammed with everything else. And there's no
Exactly.
door, so everyone would see it. So anyway, that's okay, people, enough.
Okay. Boy, you're on a ranting mode today.
I am. Well, it's morning and I've had too much coffee. So these are luxury sales, and they're going to be on the near north side. So these are recent notable sales, and they're not all closed. So
Okay.
Water Tower. God bless Water Tower, and God bless Michael Friedman with his 747. You always know it's him. Michael Rosenberg, Rosenberg.
Yeah.
This is how you know it's him because he always has 747 at the end. It's like he loves that airplane or something. I don't know.
What is that? Have you ever asked him?
I have
We should
not. I
ask
wanted
him.
to, and then I always forget.
Michael, reach out to us. Why
He
747?
doesn't watch us. He's busy. So this is formerly Oprah's resident. He lived in this unit, people. So you got a little bit of Oprah. It's 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. And so this is and it is 3,655 square feet. She probably had another unit attached, and they probably detached it at some point, but maybe not.
Yeah, I think that's right.
What do you think? So, everyone, one of the great things about Water Tower is they have nearly 30 million in reserves, the association. So they don't have to really assess for reserves because it's like an endowment. What do you think? And they have not only doormen, they have doors, I mean, not just a door person sitting behind a desk, but they have 2 guys in the front letting you in and helping you in. What
Right,
do you
right.
And then engineers.
Don't
What
make
do
me
you
guess because I forget on this building all the time. I always have
It's
to look it up.
so it's this big. It's going for almost 3.5 million. So I'm going to tell you, it's
Please tell us.
$2,991.
That is not ridiculous given the price, the square footage, the amenities, and the
That's
staff.
nothing. I mean, you have to pay for parking on top of it, but
Well, that's
good
the deal.
Lord. Hmm?
Parking's expensive there.
Parking is really expensive
But
there.
if you can afford this, you're not going to freak out over $500 a month parking.
So remember the low rises that I was talking about in Lincoln Park and how expensive they are, and we don't know the taxes, but the taxes are going to be in the 60s and 70,000. This is only 44,000, and they have no tax exemptions.
Oh, wow.
Not that homeowners or seniors going to help all that much, but still, it's something.
Well, still, right.
So pretty kitchen. I don't know how much of this is left over from Oprah, but very pretty. So that's the
Okay.
floor plan.
Yep.
lots of bedrooms. And it's got a northeast city lake water exposure. I like the east, I like the north view just because it's not too much sun.
Yeah, I do
Okay,
too.
9 Walton. This one took a long time to sell, people. It's only under contract, so we don't know the final price, but it took 209 days. That's a long time to sell. That's almost 7 months, 6.5. Anyway, guess what its taxes are?
Oh, hmm.
3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 45,000 square feet,
Well,
$130,000. No,
well, that's about at that 2+%. Yeah.
and this is an in town for somebody because they have no exemptions. The HOA, because they do not have an endowment, are almost $5,000 a month plus the
Yeah.
tax.
Plus the taxes.
But they've got this beautiful outdoor space.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things in that building. Those covered terraces are just lovely.
Do you
Lovely,
think
lovely.
so? One of the things that I worry about for 9 Walton is one of their great features is this family room with the kitchen in the middle of it. And I don't know how long that's going to be positive. I mean, the kitchen is
That's an
almost,
interesting point, Kyle. Yeah, because people are going back to the closed rooms again.
well,
Yeah.
certainly because as somebody who used to have an open kitchen and now has a closed off kitchen, you smell the garbage a little bit. I mean, it's hard not to have, you really have to be so vigilant about your garbage disposal. You've got to be so
I'm not
vigilant about,
sure. I'm not sure how many of these people are really cooking.
well, but even if you're bringing in some food,
Yeah, serving
there's
some
there's going
appetizers.
to be a
Yeah.
garbagey food smell. There just is. So I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
it's a beautiful layout. It's all lovely.
Oh,
So
yeah.
just, I mean, good Lord. Look at that bathroom.
It's a beautiful property for
It's just
sure.
beautiful. Okay, so luxury 2. Next one. So the next one is 209 East Lake Shore Drive. So this is the third of these expensive properties. This one is under contract at the list price is $3.5 million. It is a 3 bedroom, 4.5 bath. Usually these are 4 bedroom, 5 bedrooms, and they are 5,700 square feet. So good Lord, big. It is and God bless Tim Psalm, he broke out the taxes from the assessment. This is a co-op, everybody. And the taxes are about $70,000 a year. And the operational assessment is $6,081. So expensive. But door staff, they don't have a lot of amenities. Your apartment is the amenity. But look at that big, enormous runs north to south. The bedrooms have the south exposure and they're beautifully lit. But so it's got the original floors, big view that looks out at Lake Michigan, fireplaces that work. They've redone the kitchen in the last 150 years. They've done it recently. But pretty, pretty, pretty. Somebody's going to have that shortly. This is pending.
Yeah.
They redid the bathrooms, which are tricky in these old buildings. Look how pretty
That's
that is.
that's really lovely. Yeah.
So for a lot more money, you get beautiful apartments.
Yeah. Love it.
There you
Thank you for sharing those with us. It's always fun to peek into other people's
go.
homes.
Pretty properties.
Pretty properties. All right.
All
So
right.
that's it. Next week is Halloween week, folks. And who knows what spooky stuff we're going to bring you. We're still working on it. Anything else to say before we say ciao for now?
Have a great week,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thanks a